The arguably overly dense Scrappy Scavengers update is out now in full, everyone, meaning I should probably stop yapping and get right to yapping, as otherwise we're gonna be here all day. That said though, the main content on display is honestly rather contained in the new Junkyard set piece that is. These generations should spawn and retrofit into all of our worlds from here on out, and prefer our forest biomes that don't contain the Moonstone. Once there though, you'll notice a whole lot of junk and it can all be rummaged through for the loot that you see there, including the big old pile at the back that's actually quote-unquote infinitely pickable. But no, it's hiding far more than that. For you see, the Nightmare and Scrappy Werepig are one and the same, so to see the latter, we have to defeat the former. But before we dive into the fresh fight, a few notes on the set piece itself. Our Scrappy friend doesn't like our scrapping of his home, so don't push your luck. All Wagstaff set pieces should generate in the Junkyard as long as the Werepig is not stalking around it. The fences drop scrap, and if the set piece is cleared, the Wagstaff generation should actually return said fences to the fold. Very nice. But yes, let us talk the fight. He is neutral until aggroed, and one of his first moves should be arming himself with one of his 3 weapons: an axe, a shoulder spike, and even a cannon. Or all 3, but we're gonna get to that. For now though, note that we can't really path him around his junk anymore, so we'll need to bait out his swings to get about 4 hits in ourselves over and over again. But if he grabs the spike though, you best let him charge something other than your face in order to lower the durability of his weapons by 1, as after 3 hits, all weapons shatter. So yes, you want to keep obstacles around for the time being. Get him below 6,000 health however, and the real fight begins. Dual wielding Scrappy Werepig. For the most part, you will be doing much of the same, but I gotta be honest, his shoulder bashing is complete BS, so good luck. But hold up, what about that cannon you mentioned? Ah yes, it's actually a laser, and his 3rd weapon enters the fray only if we've killed the Celestial Champion, and this is one you just want to run away from. Trust me. Speaking of, however, if we exit the arena, the guy hurls infinite junk at us, so use this to your advantage for sure. All in all, it's actually a pretty tough fight nowadays, with not too much to show for it, unfortunately. Pre-rifts, he will drop a blueprint for the auto-matocanic, while post-rifts, we'll see the introduction of Elastospacers. He also drops the Scrappy Chapaldron that will shield us from his ranged junk throws, actually. And last, and most certainly least, the Horizon Expandinator does exactly what you're seeing here, and nothing more. So yep, nothing overly special, which is why I'm throwing Wobot into the mix here. Also one to spawn in the Junkyard. We will have to repair him with an auto-matocanic itself in order to earn ourselves an auto-sorting robot companion that will pick up already stored loot within chests and place it into said chest for us, even off screen. Have fun! As part 2 of the updates is up next, and it's all about some skills. Wormwoods, who spawn both salamanders in, will see both their health pools climb to 900 overall. The more bulbous light bugs one has, the more ridiculous the light radius becomes. Photosynthesis got a slight buff. Moonshroom spore clouds will not make them groggy anymore. And lastly, Brambleshade armor is now a potential craft of theirs, and it's honestly incredible as it combines everything from both and then some. To continue though, Willows see better targeting and damage from their shadow flames, while also being able to move while aiming their lunar variant now. Patch-up skills doubled their effectiveness. And lastly, even Wigford makes an appearance with shorter cooldowns on battle stingers as well as a more effective startling soliloquy. So make notes, as here's where the video starts to get overwhelming with all the quality of life nonsense. Still, I did my best to group some stuff together, like how we can either turn off Acid Rain at will or use the new Slimy Salve here to not only cancel its impact for a while, but also neutralize slurls looking for any inventory minerals. How no Acid Rain will fall in the lunar-based biomes of the caves, how it should impact mush trees and the spoilage of the mushrooms they drop over time, how a total of 10 or more Niter in our inventories will now attract new Niter bat waves that will attack anywhere and many times over and over again as long as the requirements are met, and lastly, how Acid Rain now changes various mob behaviors like clockworks, hutch, stepworms, and more. Some get weaker, others stronger, and a select few actually see both of those things being true through some modifiers there. It's a whole thing that impacts spiders, tentacles, split monkeys, and more still, so be aware of that. As we simply cannot get into more, as that was but half of this update, folks, so bear with me as I rattle off every single remaining change until the end. Lunar fun caps are available at Celestial tabs now, and they produce lunar spores at a rapid rate, all the while keeping whoever wears renders them immune to said lunar spores. You can use that for light, or notice how they react to the wearer taking damage all you want, but do remember that they are fun caps, so perishables will suffer. Stuffed nightcaps are a new crockpot dish that renders anything that eats them asleep for 20 seconds. Wagstaff will find additional restrained statics quote-unquote instantly following one celestial champion kill. Moon gleams respawn super quick if we are actively capturing them with bug nets. Charged glassy rocks can be manually formed if we call down lightning within moonstorms. Lunar siphonators only require one restrained static now, as Scrap has replaced the other. The suspicious boulder and thus the celestial orb should have better RNG if we're friendlier with Pearl, or the celestial altars have been socketed. Broken shells stack to 40. Shell bells have a chance to drop 2 shells now. Pearl shell bell bundles drop 8 shells over their original 6. Fish food can now come in batches of 3. Sawhorses can turn stacks of logs in the boards instantly. Cookie cutters can potentially give 2 of their shells as well. Rockjaws explode in the minerals and barnacles now. Seed shells deal 60 damage. Unfound blueprints have better RNG within Wagstaff's junk set pieces. Elastispacers are a newly found blueprint / expensive craft found in Wagstaff set pieces or the Scrappy Werepig loot that help upgrade chests now that give infinite storage. Enlightened shards that drop from these upgraded chests. Scaled furnaces are essentially trash cans after today. Embalming sprits made at shadow crafting stations boast 75 uses now, unlock many plant-based resources into their current state, preventing harvest, fires, and further growth. Lure plants will not block anything big anymore. Miasma spreads faster than ever, so burn it quick. Rifts have new markers. Lunar hail can be turned on and off at will. Rot washes away in the rain after a few seconds. Horizon expandinators can be deconstructed. We can slip on ice now. Fire staffs are secondary use to prevent misclicks. We can hammer charge skeletons. We can find a new skeleton set piece in the caves. Odd skeletons are now guaranteed if all the proper loot is with you when you are actually forming them around the ancient gateway. Scrap walls exist. Creature talk will now fill up our chat histories unless we turn it off. Inventory storages can be opened from within the inventory. Down and Melbatross feathers stacked to 20. Guardian horn stacked to 10. And finally, we can fish out the Frostjaw family nowadays. Have fun. As there you have it, everyone. The absolutely massive Scrappy Scavengers update. And even that wasn't everything. Don't forget them controller tweaks that just came out in the last hotfix. But get your login bonuses for a top pad and otherwise, and get the scrapping yourself. Thanks for watching. More to come, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.